get an interest about astronomy and astrology. When you split the date to the figures, the light is the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 7, 5, 2, 1. In the medieval, people strongly believe that this combination of figures brings some happiness and ensure that bridge will stay forever. Most probably it worked, because we still are there. Original bridge was without statues. Only cross in the middle and statue of Knight of Brunswick. I show you later. And statues were donated by rich people during the centuries, mainly the 17th and 18th century. And on the bridge is the 30 statues, 31 with the And now we will go to the Prague Lagoon, this place. And it is the deepest place in this area. Do you know how it's deep there? Something like that. 30 meters? Too much?
25.
Too much?
8 meters.
Too much?
5?
Too much?
4.
Too much. Okay, in this area is a guaranteed deep 1.5 meters.
Yeah.
But our rivers are really shallow. So when we sing, we can go by walk. Yeah, in the sailing line is 3 meters, but it is made by excavator. And inside the lagoon there is the deepest place. There is this 8-9 meters. Yeah, because building inside the lagoon in the past were the water mills. Under the building you can see some tunnels, and water goes through the tunnels and melt at the bottom and make a hole. This is the reason why it's the deepest place. And these tunnels in the past, building in the past, the Middle Age, served like water mills. In the tunnels were installed water wheels like engine for water mills. Now our tunnels are empty, and buildings serve only for tourists, like accommodation or restaurant, and buildings with pictures on the wall. It is the museum of Petřík Smetana. Petřík Smetana was very famous Czech composer. Maybe you know Symphony of Volga. Of us on the right side of the wall, you can see on the wall some white stick. It is the water meter. And the white stick is the blue stream. It is the sign where was water level during the worst flood in our history in 2000. The water level was over 7 meters higher than now. Some stone face in the wall. See that? There is some. It is the brother. Yeah. It is the water measurement from Middle Age. When water touched the birth of this man, it was time to evacuate the Prague because flood coming. When you get water above the head, too late.
אם המים עלו מעל הראש, אז כבר מאוחר
On the
מדי.
left side, you have very nice view to the Prague Castle. Prague Castle is the biggest inhabited castle system in the world. Inhabited because they're living for president. And on the left side of the castle, you see some stake with flag. It's the president flag. The flag flying, president is at home, and you can visit them. So make a knock knock, Miloš, we are there. In front of us, you can see the nuclear in the water. So on the left side, on the top of the hill, you can see some towers. Looks like Eiffel Tower. It is the Petřínská rozhledna, and it is the Columbium Tower. From the beginning of the 20th century, every city in Europe wants to look like Paris. Because Paris was a symbol of luxury, of prosperity, of everything. But in this time, Prague was a very small city and also a poor city. So they used the typical checkbox solution. Built a small copy of the Eiffel Tower and took to the hill. And final altitude, above the sea level, is at 10 meters higher than original one in the Paris.
פעם, אז כל המדינות באירופה רצו לראות זה כאילו עכשיו המדינה הזה, אז הם החליטו לבנות כזה קטן, כי הם גם היו ממש לוזרים, אני לא לוזרים. יש לנו כסף קשר? אני מבינה, מצחיק, הסכים אותי ומצחיק. זהו, אז הם אמרו...
Now I'll show you something what is visible only from water level. When they built the bridge, each worker have a own mark. When they make a stone, to the stone the mark. At the end of the week, they count the stones, count the mark, and receive the money. Who make a lot of stones, receive a lot of money. Who make a small amount of stones, small amount of money. And now I show you the signs in the stones.
כשבנו את הגשר, אז העובדים, כמו שעובדים צריכים לחתום על שירותים, אז הם חרטו על האבנים, עשו אבנים מיוחדות כאילו לכל עובד, וככל שהאבנים שיותר סלחה, אז באמת יותר כסף. כאילו, זה כסף לפי עבודה של אבנים של סלחה. כן. הבנת?
There in this film, you can see some B-A-R. This wooden stick in the past served like icebreakers. Now but now it's absolutely unusable because from 50s when the one wasn't frozen. I explain you why. In the 50s our government finished the building of a tobacco escape. It is the dams against the fog. The different craft against the flood. And on the bottom of the dam, water from 8 degrees. When came the Prague during the winter, about 5-4 degrees. Is the reason why the tobacco. And also it is the reason why it's very complicated to swim because when came during the summer. At, well, I'm 30 degrees. It's not good for sleep. This is the wear, and this wear is the shape to the right side. Let's see that. And according to the Middle Age law, the right side of the river have a powerful water, a source of energy for water. So they built the altar there and shape it to the right side. And these were pushing water at these houses. And these houses in the past were the water. And if you look there, this white building, it is the Somovitini, one of the oldest water mills in the Prague. But now serve like museum of modern art. And on the waiting place before the lock, you can see a queue of yellow penguins. Please don't ask me what does it mean. So answers are really simple. Modern art. And building in front of us, if you saw the Mission Impossible 1 with Tom Cruise, you know this building. In the movie with the American embassy. And Tom Cruise running from the bank up to the stairs to the Charles Bridge, and from Charles Bridge was to the river. But it was only in the movie. Originally it is the Liechtenstein Palace, it's owned by state and serve for accommodation of state visits. For some president, prime minister. That he didn't have power to defeat the dragon. So he called to help the lion, and together with lion they defeat the dragon and save the Czech. And according to the legend, from this time we have our national symbol of lion. Only legend, because the national symbol of lion brings the Czech dynasty of Luxembourg, the Luxembourg, the Charles IV. Before we had our national symbol, the black eagle in the yellow. And there is the statue of Knight of Brunswick. And it's also funny that people in the 14th century very well know how to fly the knight and make them almost perfect. But they didn't have idea how to fly the lion. Because normally lions fly in the Czech. So made the lion as best as they know, so it looks like something you can get and go. But this time didn't exist the Wikipedia or National Geographic. Now we will go to the Čertovka. Do you know what it means, the Čert in the Czech language? Same as in the Ukrainian language. Yeah, it is the devil. And Čertovka is the devil female. Čertovka. And according to one of the legends, inside in the Čertovka, in one of the houses, lived a really, really argumentative woman. Argumentative like devil. And one day children find to the door of this woman the devil. And people start for this place Čertovka, not the devil woman. Short version is the Čertovka. And Čertovka is really shallow. There is only 60 centimeters. At first I have to adapt the engine to the right position. Perfect. And also Nero, there is no possible need to bolt, so I can go on the radio with somebody. Vladimír do Čertovky, boating. So, no answer. Close the A and full power.
המקום הכי נמוך.
Sometimes people call this place like Prague Venice. Yeah, it looks like Venice, but really short Venice.
Ano, děkuji. Ano, a...
Všichni Češi se na to ptali. Čertovce stojím nahoře, otáčím se. Chceš nahoru, pan tě počkat? Jsem akorát nahoře a otáčím se. Pan tě počkat? Dobře. So next to the water wheel you can see some green person. You know who is it? You know that. Voděny. Vodník. It is the very bad person from our fairy tales. He is living underwater, and if you go alone at the water and you are not careful, he catch you, drop on the water, store a soul, and sell to the devil. So a little bit scary for fairy tales, but our fairy tales working like prevention for children. If you go alone at the water, be careful, can happen something bad. And this yellow building, it is the museum of Karel Zeman. And Karel Zeman was a very famous Czech film director. He made many movies on the topic of the books of Jules Verne, like 2000 Miles Under Sea or Captain Nemo. And he used in his movies many effects, but he lived in the 50s, before the era of computers. So he made these effects manually. And so funny, go there and check it, how he did it. And if you look on the museum, on this first window, there is the column and small metal desk on the column. And it is a sign there was water level during the worst flood in our history in 2002. Everything under this flood was flooded. Vladimír z Čertovky boating. right side, you can see some yellow building with green roof and statues on the balcony. It's the Rudolph, big concert hall for classic music. And each year had some festival of classic music for the Prague Spring. And we know one funny story from Boulevard Second at these houses. The statues on the balcony are statues of compositors. And we were second country in the Europe connected by Nazi. And our protector, Mr. Heydrich, he was fanatic Nazi. And he had his fist there. And one day he got information that one of them statues, that statue of Jewish compositors. He was really angry. And he told to the assistant, a guy go there and destroy the statue. But assistant didn't have idea how to find Jewish compositors. But from propaganda they know that too. No. So they went to the balcony, checked the statues, and destroyed statue with biggest nose. So they destroyed statue of Mr. Wagner. Mr. Hitler was most probably very, very happy. I don't know if it's true or legend, but two facts. One statue missing, and Wagner is not there. Black triangle and a red stick on the top of the hill. This is the metronome, similar as the piano. There is also modern art and show us how went the time in the last century. There's from monarchy to democracy, from democracy to Nazi, from Nazi back to democracy, and to communism and back to democracy. But in the past, in the 50s, was on the same place as you can see the metronome, the biggest statue of the Stalin in the world. Here there is the picture of the Stalin monument. And our communist government built this statue from 1952 to 1957. But during this time Stalin died, 1953. And his successor, Comrade Khrushchev, during the meeting of Communist Party of the Soviet Union, 1956, told to everybody about code of personality of Stalin. And from this time had a Czechoslovakian communist government big issue, because they had the biggest statue of the Stalin in the world, and Stalin was recognized like worst person in the world. So they told to the people that statue is too heavy for hill, and exists possibility that go down to the river and had to be destroyed. But still it was the Stalin, the big communist person. And communists afraid when they start destroying the statue, and start some revolution, similar like in the Hungary in the 50s. So they during the night destroyed the face of the statue, and after that it was face without, it was a statue without face, without name, and destroyed the statue by dynamite. This happened 1960. And material was stay on the place they used for building of Bolshevik support. Is the industry part 3 kilometers far this direction. And it was more than 100,000 tons of stone. So here's statue. On the left side you can see building where is right restaurant and coffee. In the past it was the public spa. As you can see the 3 piers were installed the 3 pools inside the river and people swimming there. But in the 50s government closed this public spa because people stopped the swimming. As I told in the dams in the bottom water have 8 degrees, and when came the Prague to the summer have 12 and maximum 30 degrees. It is not good for swimming, so people stopped the swimming and government closed this public spa. Now is there only a restaurant and small gallery.
פעם שם, וסל, שהוא מישהו קומוניסט, ולקח להם המון זמן לקנות את זה, ואז הוא מת, ואז כאילו שהוא סתם כאילו איש רשע ומעצבן, אז הם שיקרו ואמרו כאילו
the shortest bridge in the Prague, and up to me the nicer bridge in the Prague because of a very nice decoration. From this side you can see the statue of lightkeepers, and from other side you will see the statue of Hydras from Greek mythology. And it is the same case as Eiffel Tower. It is also a copy of the bridge Alexander there from Paris.
Tady je to rozdvojení, o kterém jste mluvil. No jo, snad se to nebude opakovat.
And now you can see the Hydras from Greek mythology. The statue of Hydras. So on the right side you can see the two modern buildings. First one which goes to the reconstruction, it is the Hotel Intercontinental. In the past, in the communist time, it was hotel only for foreign tourists from West countries. And entry to the people from communist countries was forbidden. Another one, Hotel President, it was hotel only for Russian communist prominents and members of KGB. And entry to the people from the West countries was forbidden. It's so funny that they are really closed.
אפשרו לרוסים להיכנס לפה, ולמה שתחת בנייה, רק למדינות מערב, כאילו ארצות הברית וכל אלה. זה מצחיק, כי אלה ריגלו אחרי אלה. כן.
And this yellow building with the red roof is the Hospital na František. And most probably it is the oldest hospital in the service in the Czech Republic. And behind the hospital is the monastery from 14th century. And hospital was a part of this monastery like hospice, and after that hospital and continue like hospital to now.
בית חולים בישראל. אני מבינה אצלי שזה כזה קובייה אפרורית, עם חלונות.
הם משקיעים אבל בדברים אחרים,
או חינוך יפה.
כמו הפנים של הערכים. רפואה בישראל טובה מאוד.
כן. לא, הרפואה עצמה היא טובה.
כן.
כאילו משקיעים בסל קניות.
But we have a few minutes more, so I show you something.
Captain.
לא יכולים...
רק הקודמת, לא יודעת.
כן. אם זה נראה ככה, זה נשמע כאילו אם אנחנו נבוא לשם לפעמים שיקוי.
זהו, לא לו כזה צדקה וכאילו אנחנו כזה...
לא, יקרה לך שיקוי כזה. סבכה.
So on the right side you can see the complex of buildings with red roof and small green tower. It is the monastery of Agnes of Bohemia. Agnes of Bohemia is the Czech holy person. And it is the one of the oldest buildings in the Prague because monastery is from 17th century. And now it's the Museum of Medieval Art. So if you like the medieval art, you can go there and visit this museum. And this building with wall looks like a little bit like atomic bomb in the Hiroshima. I explain you why. Czech architect Mr. Lutz lived in the Japan and built the atomic bomb. And his learner, Mr. Fanta, lived in the Czechoslovakia. And when Mr. Lutz died, because he died in the Japan, nobody knows in the Czechoslovakia who was Mr. Lutz. So Mr. Fanta built this building in a similar style, like atomic dome, to remember of one of Mr. Lutz. And now is it Ministry of Industry and
הוא
Business?
רוצה שאנשים יכירו אותו, כי הוא נולד
So that's all about the old Prague. Behind the bridge I think the boat and we will go back. nearby will be a little bit quiet and you enjoy the moment in the rain.
I have a question. Is this like sort of a modern bridge?
Sorry?
Is it a more modern?
Yeah, it's from the beginning of the 20th century. Maybe from 30s. Stefanik Bridge.
לפני שמשהו שמעתי זה גם נראים ככה. זה מוזר.
האמת שזה ממש יפה.
לרוב לא נראים ככה בוונציה.
And Hermes boat.
No, vytování pro obesáky.
It's a boat for homeless
This boat
people.
is the cheapest
This
hotel
one.
in the Prague.
Yeah.
It's the accommodation for homeless. There is the one night per 20 Czech kron.
וואו, זה כלום. זה ממש כזה כלום.
כן.
5 שקלים בלילה.
But homeless don't like this accommodation because there is the one rule: no alcohol and no drugs.
מה זה אחלה?
Really people stay there?
Yeah, for homeless.
Only for homeless?
Yeah, for homeless. Yes.
Not only if you pay, you can stay there for the night, but it's not without risk. You can catch something there,
If
you
want,
know,
you can
some
stay there,
illness
but
or something.
You will be accommodated with homeless.
Yeah.
But you can take there some shower and use the laundry. And this green boat, it is the Buccaneer, it is the last stand for all drinkers in the Prague. If you have a plan, some party, there is open to 8 morning, 8 a.m. So last stand. And now you have a very nice view to the Prague Castle and strong history.
כן, זה לא? גם מהר לי, למה לכם מגיע ולי לא?
נכון, הם מתו מקור, לא מתו מזה. הם מתו כי הם טבעו אותנו.
So please stay with the seats, then I will put the boat. Yes?
משהו?
אני אומרת, מביא לא את המאה.
בסדר, אפשר אשראי, זה לא בעיה.
לא, בסדר, ואז נשאר לנו את 200. ו-40 שלי. סתם ו-40. ואז נוכל לשלם בבגטים בברור. באשראי. ואז נקרא משהו לאבא באיזה 230. אחלה, לא?
70 מהקטנה.